Welcome back. Well, yeah, that's what we'll be talking about next here on Sunrise Daily. And as you might have seen, Senator Itaina joins us from our studios in Abuja. Morning, Senator, and thank you for joining us today. Well, clearly, that's the situation the country has got on our hands here about the Zamfara State governor seeking to arm vigilantes. As the senator from Kwara State said, he already has these arms. He's just waiting for the approval from the IG, even though some senators spoke about it. Give us a background. What's going on with this matter?
Yeah, thank you very much. And we in the Senate considered this question, and we are of the opinion that there are laws in this country prohibiting the use or the importation and handling of arms. The fact of there being so much arms in this country notwithstanding, we still believe that there are laws in this country. First, the president is the chief security officer of the country. Secondly, there is the Firearms Act. There are other laws preventing the possession and importation of firearms. Therefore, there was no need asking the president to do what the particular prayer in that motion sought. What we thought was necessary was to deploy more armed forces, more security forces to the people in the affected areas, Zamfara State inclusive, because to do otherwise will be passing a resolution by the Senate against existing laws. And if we want to ask that to be done, we do not need to do that by way of motion. We will have to amend the law relating to possession, application, and movement of and use of arms. We'll have to amend that law first without passing a resolution.
Yes, Senator, but yeah, with due respect to the members of the Senate, but you have those who think that they're not exactly addressing most all of the points, because as it was said, he's got arms, he's ready to give it to vigilantes. If Senate disapproves it, one way or the other, those arms won't stay in one place. It will find its way into some people's hands.
Now, I am conscious of that. But one question we would ask is this. Are these arms, or were these arms manufactured in Zamfara State or in the particular states? Secondly, were these arms imported from outside the country? Thirdly, who gave the approval for the arms to be imported? Number four, where were the Nigerian Customs Service? Where is the import duty? Where is the clearance for these arms to be imported? Where is the customs papers allowing these arms to come in? You know, so it's puzzling to us. And of course, what should be done now is to treat and regard the arms possessed by the governor of Zamfara State to be illegal arms, and for the police and the security forces to take it over. The governor has immunity, but then every person who were involved in this matter, because why are we where we are now? It is because of this illegal importation of arms. And if that be so, that the arms are already in the possession of the government and governor of Zamfara State, are they in his possession by way of legal import, legal acquisition, or are governors allowed to purchase arms for their use? I am a senator. I've been involved in lawmaking for a number of years. I do not remember, and I'm a lawyer, and I do not remember the provisions of the law that allows just any person to import arms, just any person, except and unless there is clearance.
In other words,
and if these arms are already in the possession of Zamfara State, it should be taken over. Because it is arms like this that has escalated the security situation in the country. Now it is spreading to Borno State, Benue State. It is getting into the arms of the herdsmen, and it is becoming dangerous.
So, can some
and this was the matter that the Senate considered in coming to the conclusion in that particular motion.
Given your submissions, would it be safe then to assume that an offense has been committed here?
I will plead my privilege to. I plead my privilege.
Yeah, but you've already built up to it, and it's out there for everybody to see. So, in other words, to put something differently, would you be moving some sort of motions for an investigation to be done into this?
What the Senate has instituted several mandated its committees generally to handle matters like this, and already in 3 parts of the northern state there is the state of emergency, and there are laws in the country regarding this matter. And I believe that a motion on this matter having been taken, I don't think it will be appropriate for us to ask for this matter to be investigated. I don't think we should ask for investigation at this time. What we should think is, how do we curtail the availability of small arms in the country? And again, there is no need asking for a motion on this, because the president did set up 2 committees in this country. One was the committee on amnesty, or looking at the security challenges in the northern part of Nigeria, headed by the Honorable Minister of Special Duties. And the other committee Mr. President did set up was the Committee on Proliferation of Small Arms. And these are, when there are executive committees on a particular matter, Senate does not, the legislature sometimes is not appropriate to go into it, because we believe and we are conscious that this was a good action of Mr. President. Therefore, we'll allow that job to be done by that committee. But again, permit me, and again, I apologize for what I'm going to say, but that committee is a sleeping committee, the Committee on Proliferation of Small Arms. We can see, hear, and know what the committee headed by the Minister of Special Duties is doing. But the more we set up, that committee was already in existence, but I think the president activated it and rejuvenated it. But I think the activation and rejuvenation got it sleepy, more docile, because we've not heard what that committee has done at all. Instead, we are hearing of more attacks, more herdsmen being armed, invasion of more communities, and this is being dangerous. That committee is doing nothing, and Mr. President should take another look at that committee.
Senator, just quickly, before we go into other areas of this, does the Senate appreciate the frustration of a lot of state governors in terms of protecting the security, protecting the lives of their people?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that, please.
I was asking if the Senate appreciated the frustrations of many state governments in protecting the lives and property of their people.
I definitely appreciate that the problems they have.